So fascinating social commentary in the chat room about who's a cougar, who's not a cougar, what's old age, what's not old age, who's young, who's old, all kinds of interesting stuff. You never know what you're going to get. At the morning mantra, I guess it's kind of like Forrest Gump and his mama, right? Who knows what we're going to get? And now we've got reverse cougar activity as brought forth by Caroline Amrita. So it's an interesting world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. But let me try to bring this up a level and get into a little something from Soar with Your Strengths. If you haven't read that, you should. And the little title of this is, if we fix all the mistakes, fixing weaknesses will make everything all right. The popular notion is that if you fix a weakness in an individual, the individual will become stronger. If you correct a weakness in an organization, the organization will become better. Ultimately, one would assume, if all the weaknesses were removed or fixed, then everything would be perfect. Sadly, that assumption is false, and I'm not even sad about it. Fixing weaknesses, and listen to this, this is the key to the whole thing. Fixing weaknesses only puts a person or an organization at normal or average. And fixing our weaknesses will only put us as individuals at normal or average. And fixing weaknesses will only put our movement, our genre, at normal or average. Thank you, Carmela. That's very sweet of you. And who the heck wants to be average? And who the heck wants to be normal? Being normal in this world, ooh, I do not want to be that. Oh, Tracy Dyer turned 13 on Friday the 13th. That explains a few things. Consider the classic example of writing a paper. If all the spelling and syntax mistakes are corrected, will you have a paper worthy of an A? No. You'll have a paper error-free, but not necessarily any good. Hemingway, Faulkner, and dozens of other important writers were famous for their poor spelling and syntax. Great writings about transferring the strength of an individual's great thought to paper. Once those thoughts are reduced to paper in a clear and orderly fashion, then the spelling mistakes and syntax can be managed by an editor. Excellence can be achieved only by focusing on strengths and managing weaknesses, not through the elimination of weaknesses. Pleiadians Tarot, I missed you this morning. I didn't know your Facebook name. I didn't see you pop up, so we can send me an email. We'll reschedule that for the earliest possible time that is good for you. I have tomorrow and I have Wednesday, but I will be busy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so you probably won't see a whole lot of me, but you will see the Consequential Rapscallions on Thursday, and you'll see Scotty Roberts and I joined by the emotional meatball, Rocky Stucci. So, yes, I think that as individuals, we should focus on our strengths. Do what you do and do more of it. And the more that you do more of what you do, the better you'll get at what you do. And the better you get at what you do, the better you'll get at what you do, and the more you'll do of what you do. And we will all be benefited by what you do. So I say forget about your weaknesses, but that's probably a little bit strong. Probably what the author of the book says, manage your weakness, is a little bit better. Go ahead and message me on Facebook Messenger. That way we can be connected, because we have to do the LIFETRACK analysis there, because I have to be able to see you, and that's going to work best for us. So go ahead and just friend me or whatever you do on Facebook. I do have a Facebook account, and we'll get that working. We can do it Wednesday morning or Thursday morning, if that's the time that you prefer. And we're doing LIFETRACK analysis, folks, which will restore your blink to dependability, which will give you the comforter activation. Jesus said the comforter will bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I said to you, and will give you a hardwire connection to the divine database. Cordia Jane Stewart, your picture looks a little bit like Mother Teresa from this angle. But anyway, we get so caught up in our genre of correcting weaknesses. We got to tell everybody everything that's bad. We got to focus on everything that's wrong. And I know that sometimes we have to do that. However, it's also important to focus on things that are right, to focus on things that are good. Somebody smart said, whatsoever things are pure, faithful, honest, true, praiseworthy, of good report, think on these things. Just a little something to ponder. Are you focused on weaknesses, or are you focused on positives? Are you focused on what's broken, or are you focused on what's fixed? Are you focused on bad, or are you focused on what's good? And what type of an effect do you think that has on your life? That is that which you're focusing on. And if you think I'm crazy, just continue to do what you've been doing, as VJB ponders. Yeah, Tracy did steal that, or Paul did steal that, Tracy. Good catch. And you'll continue to get what you've always got. How's that working for you? If it's working for you, great. If not, maybe it's time to unindoctrinate yourself. Maybe it's time to create yourself and build a life you'll love. That is an inside job. We're the last generation of real humans. Let's get right. Let's get focused on strengths. I'm doing the challenge day 3. What challenge is that? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are the last generation of real humans. I'm going to come back today with some podcast excellence about angels and angles. Might start treading into the Disney Matrix. Might take a look at church ages. Might look at soul sharing. Not sold on that one particularly. Are we inky and enlil? Astral spells. Is the astral itself a deception? Just some of the things bouncing around in the strange little mind that is mine, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Ashley Gypsy. We're looking for a great day of podcast excellence, looking for a great day of you soaring with your strengths. You're the last generation of real humans. Cousins, let's get busy.